And then, when I got older, through the years, for the longest, I didn't understand that I was really, I always used to get tons of like I say, when I became aware of whatever this was that was upon my life, then things that happened earlier started to make more sense. You feel me? And for the longest, I was being like, it was information, from somewhere that was like always being like thrown on me. And I didn't understand it. I couldn't make sense of it, And I realized it was actually two realities happening. I was also getting insights from the spiritual world. That was from the things of God. But I also was getting, information thrown on me from the people who were already destroying my life. This is like soon as I was born. You know what I'm saying? And I had no idea, about that. And through the years, I learned more and more. Then I'm like, wow, to the point of now where I realized that it was like actually some people that was like dedicating like years of their lives and everything, and so much of their time to devote to me, that they were trying to, like make me find out, that that the things they were doing to my life, without cause, and it was them that was destroying my life. And it's like they went through a great deal of trouble to make me understand that, you know what I'm saying, knowing that, I was a child and everything, of course, so I would not have known that. So when I got older through the years, it's like constantly like they was doing things to like give me that message, that they were responsible for everything that I would later find out, from birth all the way to my death. Yeah, totally unprovoked, and everything was just setups and things. And I mean, over time, I would learn that that's what they meant, and I would find out, true enough, and I mean, it goes without saying the setup was extremely dark, long-standing situation that's been on my life. And, it's never easy, you know what I'm saying? Even now knowing, the fullness of it, or most of the picture, I mean, day-to-day life, it definitely ain't easy, but the only way that, I have hope, and any kind of hope, is because I think of Bible stories like Job, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff happened to Job for no reason, but guess what happened after it was over? However it ends, whether it's death or just deliverance, Job got restored. Everything that he ever lost got restored, like, quadruple fold, like God gave him way more, And when I think about what's happened to my life, how I never really had a life, like from birth to death, then I know 100% guaranteed I'm on God's good side. I'm doing, I please God, with the life I live in spite of what I've been through, So I know that God can and will, God can do all things. And I think of what he did for Job, Job had, he was all right. He did well, you know what I'm saying, until it was time for him to be tested. But when I think about me, from my birth all the way to my death, I never had any kind of chance, you know what I'm saying, for the aforementioned reasons, so I can think about what he did for Job, and I know, God got something in store for me that's way past anything I ever could have had on earth. You feel me? Way better than anything I could have had on earth, experienced on earth, felt on earth, anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's what allows me to go. Then I got the Holy Ghost right here all the time, 24/7, just guiding me, talking to me, encouraging me, uplifting me, And the Holy Ghost come from God, and then the angels, just God is here. God's presence is upon my life. And, every day, God is faithful. Every single day, God is with me. Every single day. It's not just a cliche, it's literal. God literally here, conscious, breathing. Like God don't have to breathe, but, God is everywhere, And, I got hope through the Lord, that through the cross, That's the only way. So I don't really have interest in, I don't really have interest in making nobody feel what I feel to go through. Now, God himself might have different interests, because God himself, is who all this was really against, So, I mean, that's a different story. But me as a person, I don't really feel, bitter about none of it, because I know that the other side is eternal. That means forever, permanent. You just there, like forever. Forever at like a endless high. You feel me? Like a just all joy without no drugs. Just the presence of God. You just high off it. Like just endless joy, happiness, quality. Just permanent. Forever. In addition to everything else you gained from what you did for God on the earth. So I mean, it's just like a ever compounded God make you royal. Forever. You feel me? So me knowing, those things, I mean, I don't really, even knowing now, what I'm saying, what the devil did to my life, and, those that love me, God saved them. God saved their souls. Those that were, quote unquote destroyed in the earth, God saved their souls, forever. And they have glorified bodies. That's like a body, it's way, like it's like 3.0, like immortal, invincible, just eternal, full of glory, full of royalty, full of light, like just supernatural, on some infinity Toon Force type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I talked to y'all about Toon Force last year. I want to say, how the Lord got infinite Toon Force power. Yeah, man, like, that cartoon type stuff. Yeah, man, that's how it is over there, in the spirit realm, especially on God's side, that's where we all aiming to be, right, saints? We all aiming to be with God. We're not trying to go to hell. So, I mean, yeah, just knowing what God capable of, you feel me? I mean, I don't really, I'm like, even knowing, what I've been through, I mean, yeah, I mean, I just think about, stories like Job, and, I mean, I'm telling you, man, it ain't really nothing that happens. It's like almost every Bible story, almost every book, if not all books, I've seen like a bit of it in the world at some point in time, like living, breathing. Like I've seen it come to life. I've seen the Bible come to life, like almost every part of it, if not like every part of it. I've seen it in some way in my lifetime in the earth, I believe it from experience, things I've gone through. But I mean, yeah, it ain't too many people that, got a story like mine, I mean, but I don't have interest in personally me, making anybody feel like what I feel, from what I've gone through, even after all this, and people don't even know all this, what all this means. Feel me? Like when I say all this, like it's a lot, that's happened bad, that I didn't deserve, but the Lord been there the whole time. So I mean, my faith still remain in God. And I just know, man, I know what God can do, and I know what's waiting on me. It's an eternal portion over there, that God already confirmed to me, tons of occasions, what I'm saying? So I don't have nothing to worry about spiritually. My soul is safe and secured, permanently forever. So whenever, what I'm saying, I got that waiting on me and a lot more. So and I could even feel, I could feel like that joy. Like if I had visions and things that I hadn't shared with the public, about that the Lord showed me, the Lord told me not to, but I mean, I'm good, feel me? So I mean, yeah, man, I'm still good, even knowing all this, what I would later find out, that I didn't understand growing up, the concept of, but I was, yeah, man, it's kind of like a tragedy, but then you can't really say it because is also was a prophecy. So it's what God had, ordained for something that was supposed to happen. So when things are like that, it's unpleasant going through it, but whenever God got something better though, and all I speak is from experience. As people don't want the truth out, the devil don't want the truth out. Well, the Bible is there. Somebody can say the Bible not true. That's their opinion. You know what I'm saying? I just know that I'm here. I'm Elijah, and they seen the miracles and things that only God can do. I mean, the Bible tells you that there's gonna be people that don't wanna, they don't choose God, but that's all right. Because there's others that do. So man, but yeah, man, I just think of stuff like the Book of Job. You know what I'm saying? I'll be all right.